Many people agree that our current curriculum and school system no longer fit the pupils we're teaching today. We're trying to educate 21st century children with a structure designed for the industrial age, and unsurprisingly, we've ended up with something that looks and feels like a factory. Children become numbers, data points, outputs. The expectation is simple: put them into the system, move them along the conveyor belt, and they'll come out the other end uniform and identical, ready for the next stage of production. But children aren't products, and learning isn't a production line. Sir Ken Robinson, Sir Anthony Seldon, Professor Guy Claxton, and countless other researchers, educators, and thinkers have been calling for reform for years. They've shown us that the system we have now crushes creativity, narrows identity, and leaves little room for children to discover or develop their passions and aptitudes. And we're seeing the consequences: rising anxiety, falling engagement, and a society that feels increasingly disconnected from joy and purpose. The problem has been identified, loudly, repeatedly, but tangible solutions? Those are harder to find. So I'd like to offer a radical one. This idea comes from my work as a primary teacher, a SENCO, and a forest school leader, and from years of studying how humans actually learn best. What if we scrapped subjects altogether and built the curriculum around themes? Themes that matter, themes that excite, themes that feel relevant to children's lives. Imagine a curriculum organised around broad, engaging pillars like the natural world, inventions, a step back through time, or my community, my world. Themes chosen not because they fit neatly into boxes, but because they spark curiosity. Themes that progress year by year so that children across schools still experience a coherent journey. For early years, the themes could be simpler but more plentiful: dinosaurs, superheroes, on the farm, chocolate, anything that lights up their imagination and pulls them into learning. Within each theme, subjects wouldn't disappear, they'd integrate: science, maths, literacy, history, art, woven together so children naturally make connections across disciplines. A theme like the natural world might include science lessons on ecosystems, poetry inspired by animals, fact files, nature-based art, and mathematical investigations outdoors. Learning becomes purposeful, connected, and alive. And at the heart of it all, investigatory tasks: less passive absorption of information, more go and try it, make mistakes, figure out what works. Teachers designing rich experiences, experiments, problem-solving challenges, research projects, school trips, all rooted in the theme. And yes, AI could play a powerful role here, reducing workload and helping teachers generate high-quality tasks quickly. Is this the definitive answer? Probably not, but it is a start born from a deep desire for change, a desire many of us feel but don't always know how to act on. The curriculum doesn't have to stay as it is. We can build something more human, more connected, more joyful, something that honours how children learn best. And maybe this is one way to begin.